Yo, welcome back to the Big Juicy Wrestling channel. I'm your host, Big Juicy, aka Nate. Today I'm going to be reviewing Night 1 of AEW Grand Slam, but before I do that, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so you never miss another video. With that being said, let's get on to the review. I do want to say I did want to come out with this video yesterday, but I had some technical difficulties with my computer, so it is coming out today. And also, there were some matches that were announced after my predictions video, so to start off, before I get to the first match, I'm going to be predicting those matches as well. The first match I'm going to be predicting is the Beast Mordos versus Hologram versus Dralistico in a fun triple threat match. I'm very excited about this match. I think it's going to be a really fun luchador match, and I love a good luchador match. And these three competitors are fantastic in the ring. I do think that this match is going to be going to Hologram. Just because I just think that he has been built up better than the other two. AEW really, I think, is high on Hologram. In my opinion, I want the Beast Mordos to win because I like the Beast Mordos. But Hologram, I think, is going to be winning this match, and I just think this is going to be a fun little luchador triple threat match, in my opinion. The next match that was announced was Claudio Castagnoli, Pac, and Wheeler Yuta versus Commander and Private Party, Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy for the AEW Trios Championships. This was announced as an open challenge in my last video, but Commander and Private Party did accept their open challenge. I did predict in my predictions video that this was going to be either the Learning Tree or the Conglomeration, which I was wrong because this match is happening on Saturday, and they are already having a match on Saturday. But I'm very excited about this match. It's going to be a little fun six-way match. I do think that they should that the Blackpool Combat Club should stop, or not stop. They should drop the AEW Trios championships because I just don't like the dynamic of Wheeler Yuta not being in the group anymore and still holding a championship with them. I just don't really like that. I mean, I don't think that Commander and Private Party are the right people to take the titles off of them. That's just my opinion. But I do think that they should take the titles off of them because I just don't like the dynamic there. So my prediction here is going to be Commander and Private Party, but I think this is going to be a phenomenal match nonetheless. And finally, the final match that was announced for Saturday was a Jack Perry TNT Championship Open Challenge. And I'm excited about this. I really am. And I do, and hear me out here, I do have a little bit of a shot in the dark with this one, but I think that that Bobby Lashley is going to be making his AEW debut and challenging Jack Perry for the TNT Championship. I know this is a big shot in the dark. It probably will not happen, but I just want to put this out there that I do think Bobby Lashley is going to be the one to accept this open challenge because, I mean, you did just have MVP debut on Wednesday, and I think it just makes sense for Bobby Lashley to debut on this Saturday and aligning himself with MVP. But man, I'm excited about this. I'm excited to see who does come out to challenge Jack Perry. And if it is Bobby Lashley, then oh my god, I'm going to pop so hard. But yeah, this one's a little bit of a shot in the dark, but I would love if this would happen. So my prediction here is Bobby Lashley is going to come out to my prediction is going to be Bobby Lashley to come out to challenge Jack Perry, and then I think somehow Jack Perry is going to retain his championship, probably by disqualification. Now that I have that out of the way, let me start talking about the opening match of AEW Grand Slam, which was Nigel McGuinness versus Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Championship. This match was phenomenal in my opinion. I thought that Nigel McGuinness was going to be a little bit rusty because he has been out of action for 13 years, and this was his first singles match in over 13 years. So I thought he was going to be a little bit rusty, but he hasn't missed a step. He was absolutely phenomenal in this match. Truly, hey bud. But truly, phenomenal match by these two. I mean, Bryan Danielson could have a 5-star match with a broomstick. He's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. So, of course, he did phenomenal in this match, but there was some great chain wrestling in this match, some great spots in this match, some great callbacks in this match. to their feuds in Ring of Honor. And I just really did enjoy this match. Bryan Danielson, of course, did win this match, which I did predict, because I don't think anyone in their right minds thought that Nigel McGuinness was going to win the World Championship. But this match was phenomenal, nonetheless. And then at the end of the match, Christian Cage did come out, like, teasing him cashing in his contract. And then he was about to sign the contract, and then Kip Sabian, like, stole his pen. So we'll see what that feud has to offer. But all in all, this match was phenomenal. I really enjoyed what these two did in this match, and I think these two have fantastic chemistry, and I hope they have more matches in the future. The second match on the card was Roderick Strong versus Hook for the FTW Championship. This match was fine. Like, it was just an FTW rules match, just a normal no disqualification match. I mean, I don't really find Hook's character to be like super believable, because I mean, he did like 1v3 the Undisputed Kingdom and won, which made the Undisputed Kingdom kind of look weak. But they did have a good sportsmanship moment at the end where Roderick Strong and the Undisputed Kingdom did like shake Hook's hand. But the big moment did come after the match, where Hook officially retired the FTW Championship and handed it back to his father, Taz. Because, I mean, and what a storybook ending for the FTW Championship. I mean, that belt being Taz's championship and him being the first champion to the final champion being his son, Hook. I thought that was a very storybook ending way to retire the FTW Championship. But this match itself, I mean, it was kind of but like, it also wasn't terrible. I just really wasn't invested in this match, but I did really enjoy that ending where Hook retired the FTW Championship, because I thought that was a really great moment between him and Taz. And I am very excited to see what's next for Hook, because I've never really been a big fan of Hook, but I'm actually very excited to see what's next for him, because his whole career has been kind of based on the FTW Championship, and now that's gone. So I'm excited to see new feuds for Hook, new championship opportunities for Hook, just to see like what his career has to offer that doesn't involve the FTW Championship. But this match was mid in my opinion, but not terrible, and also RIP to the FTW Championship. The third match on the card was the fantastic tag team match between Nicholas and Matthew Jackson, the Young Bucks, versus Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher for the AEW Tag Team Championships. I said in my predictions video I thought this match was going to be phenomenal, and it absolutely was. I do think this was the match of the night, because these four just had fantastic chemistry in the ring together. They looked very strong in this match as well. I mean, Will Ospreay is one of, if not the best wrestler in the world. Kyle Fletcher did absolutely amazing in this match, and the Young Bucks are one of the best tag teams in the world as well. But all in all, this match just was fantastic. They had some crazy spots, some crazy false finishes. I thought at one point they were going to give the titles to Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay, which I would have been very surprised about. But the Young Bucks did retain this, so your boy is 3 for 3 so far in his predictions. But this match was fine, and they planted the seeds a little bit for the Kyle Fletcher heel turn, which I'm very excited about, because I do think that Kyle Fletcher is going to be dethroning Will Ospreay for the International Championship once Kyle Fletcher turns heel. And how that happened was Don Callis did hand Kyle Fletcher the screwdriver, and he was going to use it, but then Will Ospreay stopped them, kind of costing them the match. But all in all, this match was fantastic. I'm excited to see what the Young Bucks do next, because they have been great champions lately. I wasn't a big fan of their reign at first, but they're starting to defend the thing more often. I do still think they're going to be losing to the Grizzled Young Vets, which I'm very excited about that feud. But all in all, this match was fantastic. I'm excited to see the Will Ospreay-Kyle Fletcher feud, because those two have great chemistry in the ring and great chemistry outside of the ring. So I'm excited about that. But this match, all in all, was the match of the night, in my opinion. 5-star classic, and just great job all around by these four competitors. The fourth match on the card was Mariah May versus Yuka Sakazaki for the AEW Women's Championship. And this, in my opinion, was the weakest match on the card. I mean, it was a very short match, and these two women just didn't really have great chemistry in the ring together. So, in my opinion, it was definitely the weakest match on the card. But the big moment for this match came after the match with Mariah May about to hit Yuka with the Women's Championship. And then Willow Nightingale coming out for the save, setting up the feud between Mariah May and Willow Nightingale for WrestleDream, I'm thinking. Because I'm very excited for that feud because it's a brand new feud. And I think the match between Willow and Mariah May is going to be fantastic. So I'm excited about that. And this was also the return of Mina Shirakawa, which I did predict in my who's going to dethrone every AEW Champions video, that Mina Shirakawa is going to be the one to dethrone Mariah May for the Women's Championship. And I'm excited to see what that feud would have to offer, because those two women have great chemistry in the ring, great chemistry out of the ring, and they're just really fun together, in my opinion. So I think they would make a fantastic feud. But I'm very excited to see what Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale has to offer. But all in all, this match just really didn't hit for me. I just definitely thought this match was definitely the weakest the weakest match on the card. And it was kind of random, too. I didn't expect Yuka Sakazaki to challenge for the AEW Women's Championship. But it was a short match. It wasn't particularly great. But the big moment came after the match, and I'm very excited to see what that feud has to offer. And finally, the main event of Night 1 of Grand Slam was Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin for the #1 contender spot for the AEW World Championship. This match was really good, in my opinion. I thought these two had great chemistry in the ring together, and these two absolutely beat the living crap out of each other. There was a point where there was exposed concrete on the outside, and Darby Allin did this suicide dive and took a really stiff bump on the outside, which I was like, oh man, that looked like it hurt really bad. And then Jon Moxley suplexed Darby Allin onto steel steps, which I'm like, man, Darby Allin is so insane. He's so crazy. And these two literally just beat the living crap out of each other. Darby Allin's mouth was bleeding a lot, so it looked like he was dying. You know what I mean? And Jon Moxley ended up winning this match, which I did predict. So your boy went 5 for 5 in his predictions video, because everyone thought that it was going to be Bryan Danielson versus Darby Allin at WrestleDream, because WrestleDream is in Washington. But it's going to be Jon Moxley versus Bryan Danielson at WrestleDream, because I just think that this is the better feud. Right now, at least, I do think that Darby Allin will eventually wrestle Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Championship, but I do think that's very much down the line, because I do think Bryan Danielson will have a very lengthy reign with the championship. But yeah, I got that right. So I went 5 for 5, like I said. And this match was great, though. And then at the end of the match, Bryan Danielson did come out and started choking out Jon Moxley with his tie, which was a great callback, because if you guys don't know, when Bryan Danielson was Daniel Bryan in WWE and he first debuted with the Nexus, he started choking out Justin Roberts with Justin Roberts' tie and then got fired. So, very funny callback, very great callback. And then the rest of the Blackpool Combat Club came out to save Moxley. And then to even the odds, Commander and Private Party came out. But it was a great main event, in my opinion. A car wreck of an ending, which I was very happy about. And it's going to be Jon Moxley versus Bryan Danielson at WrestleDream, which I'm very excited about, because this feud's been really good, in my opinion. But all in all, this match was fantastic, in my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please tune in on Sunday, where I'm going to be doing my Night 2 review of Grand Slam. Please tune in on Tuesday, where I'm going to be going over 30 through 21 of my top 50 favorite matches. Please tune in on Wednesday, where I'm going to be doing my WrestleMania 10 review. And please tune in on Friday, where I'm going to be doing my Bad Blood predictions video. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.